hello. Oh, I have to turn him on. Hello, gay people in my computer. Let's see. Can I get everybody? Let's see. Hi, Dove. Hi, Nats. Hi, Angel. Hi, Echo. Hi, Aaron. Hello, Saribot. And hello, Figaro. And anybody else that is lurking or who I missed in chat. Hi. Oh, good. So here's the thing is that I actually thought of a thing for the Cursed Streamer lore last night, and I meant to bait you. Royal you on Blue Sky. So, while I set up a couple more of these little... Hold on, let me fix the fucking volume on my headphones. Jesus, absolute Christ. Alright, that's a little better. So, whilst I was attempting and failing to sleep last night, I thought of a beautiful, beautiful Cursed Streamer lore moment. So, back in like 2016 or 2017 or so, it was around that time, at the job that I held at the time, there were 3 of us in the same position in the same department who were all not white. This is all off to a great start, as I'm sure you can tell. So, we were discussing race and ethnicity for some reason. I don't know how we got on the topic. It doesn't really matter. What matters is that, so coworker 1 and I had told her that I was Native American, and she had Native heritage as well. So we had a moment like, wow, beautiful. I had not mentioned this to coworker 2, who was in the conversation before. So I said this again. I repeated myself. I reiterated that I was Native American. And I shit you not, the first thing out of coworker 2's mouth was, so that explains the deep voice. And then I stared at her, and I was like, ma'am, that is the testosterone. Ma'am, I pay for that. Evidently it is. And I went, hello? And coworker 1 was also standing there like, hello? And I just think about that sometimes. I think about that shockingly often, actually. I said I was going to do this while I was moving around pivot points, but I just got so distracted by the fact that, what? Who says that? Man, what are you talking about? Anyway, there you go. There's my immediate off the bat cursed lore for the day. I paid for this. Is so funny. Yeah, this did not come free on my Xbox. Sorry. Just who and why and how and where and why would you say that to a person? As we all know, the great nations of the North American continent already had tea-shots on Settlers Rock. Man, that would have made my life so much easier. Every day we do find out about new stereotypes we've never heard of before. I'm glad everyone appreciated testosterone. Alright, so I'm still setting up the pivot points on this that are largely irrelevant for many of these layers, but that's okay. So once I get the one that I'm currently working on down, I'll just switch over to the working screen. But in the meantime, actually, I should move that like that. Yeah. No, that should, well, actually the position should be fine. I should just move it higher. Here we go. How is everybody else doing? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I understand that. It's also kind of why it's like, it puts you on alert for going, I don't know better, but that sounds like a slur because it sounds like something one of my relatives would say. Bruh. Oh, congratulations. Yeah, I saw your post about it. I'm glad that things are going well for you. What portion am I linking this to? I don't remember. This actually, I think I just had this as its own thing. I did some testing with this model the other day, and hopefully that'll pan out nicely. Woohoo! Let's go balls removal! All right, we're gonna go. Why was my mic source invisible on this scene? Anyway, thank you for the follow is what I was trying to say. I hope the balls content is good for you. Good morning. Am I audible and fine now? Are we good? Are we set? Okay, fantastic. Just because OBS says I'm back doesn't mean I entirely trust it. So anyway, we are back in RahiTuber today. I should probably update the software command, eh? Did I do that through... This is the question. The answer is I don't remember. Well, in any case, yeah, I have no idea. Excellent work, me. 10 out of 10. Wow! I'm booming. I'm delightful. I'm trying to strike a fun balance of not picking up my keyboard too terribly while also not eating my microphone. Oh yeah, I can... After stream, I will screenshot everything and sound it to you? Sure. How do you feel about sounding today? No, I will send it to you. I have a couple of programs running because so I discussed this a couple of streams ago. Or one stream ago? I don't fucking remember. Aaron asked me things about microphones is the point. And, I have a Blue Yeti X. So that has its own proprietary software that adds like a tiny bit of something, but it's not actually necessary. I'm just insane. But I'll send you the OBS settings as well as those in case you get any use out of them. Sounding reminder. Great work. All right. Anyway, so we've got V's model here. I have a ton of layers currently. Well, actually, I have a lot fewer layers than I thought currently turned off while I set all of the pivot points. But look at them. They're beautiful. This is community content. You're so right. Okay, so I already moved that. Let's see. Where am I going with this? I kind of wanted to line up with that one. Oh, for anybody that was here while I act right, I don't need. For anyone that's here during the stream where I was testing this out and re-rigging my own model, I did get the blink states to work exactly as the dev had indicated they would function, and it kind of fucking rules. Yes, we got Mold Kate, we got Fungus Boy. All right, and right, the pencil pops back up because the hand is there. Hi, Lily. I also like bone arm. We're very bony boys, if you will. Yes, this is for... Let's see if this will actually pop up. Yeah, I don't know if that links for realsies, but anyway, this is for V. You may have seen them around on Blue Sky or in the chat. Please, I don't know that I have very much calcium content. I'm going to be completely honest with you here. I'm saying this to save you, not really for my bodily integrity. Let's see. What about 900? Oh, almost. Okay. Let's see. I got over by like 10. Oh. Yeah, that'll do perfect. Okay. And then this will move with, I guess, top, but it doesn't matter that much because these two will function together. Okay, and now we've reached the rest of the ones that I had minimized. Tiny or large? Actually, is the cat tiny or large? 816. Okay. Go. Excellent. Okay. Armor, bottom. Head point like right in the center. Okay. Just 3. Yeah, that works. And that will link to the middle. Is how I did it. And then that will link to the top. But both of these. Oh, actually, I should unlink it until I want to show you. Hi, Seth. Please enjoy your lurk. We are once again rigging stuff. Very exciting. Almost got all of the points set up here. We want that to be a little bit higher. 9, 10, maybe. Yeah, that'll do. And 90 puts us in the middle of that piece, which is good. Okay, then we can link that. We're going to have to go through and okay, I did set that good. And enable all of the individual motion as well as the smooth input thing. That's okay. Yeah, it is by the their @ is in the stream title. Right, and then top. The motion inherit on this was. Did I set the arm to this or this to the arm? Actually, I think I set this to the... Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay. Did it like right in the center. Let's try... Bring this back over 390 or so. And we want to put back 400 and then 800. 90. Kind of want it right on that center bit. Perfect. Okay. And one more to set this on. Shoulder mold. I want the pivot point like right here so it can kind of squishy. Let's guess there. And then. Perfect. Yeah, it is just a pencil. That. All right. So, we got a boy. We got a boy. They're beautiful. They're enchanting. Now we gotta make some stuff move. I already put together a couple of folders here. I might add a few more because holy shit. Got... All of those can kind of go in their own arm folder because they don't have any weird interruptions. I'll... This to this can go in its own folder. Okay. Want that, 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 that. Me when boys, indeed. All right. We got those that are a little bit outside, and then I can put the... Do I want the arm pieces in their own thing? I think so, just so it doesn't get fussy. Arm, so move down here, and then we up that, that, and that together. I mean, we basically got exposed bones in real life, as you are well aware, so it all kind of goes together. We all have fun little complementary themes. I feel that I'm so if you put like not a spectrum, but a Venn diagram of things from me, Angel, and V together, I'm kind of the center point. Yeah, the twist is especially exaggerated on here because there's no flesh over it, and I quite like it. It's fun and fucked up. Let's see, and then everything else I think we're pretty good here. I guess I could do like the head. Like this. Keep things tidy without having 1,000,001 folders that I have to open. Perfect. Every bone is so fucked up. Yeah, the most normal quote-unquote looking at this exact moment, that's likely to change. Here, let me... Actually, I'll leave this as it is for now. Skeletons are made of them. This is true. Chat, are you hearing this? Okay. So what we want to do here is, let's see. I will enable individual motion here. Scale filter, that was the thing that we wanted. Okay. You don't want individual motion on this. Well, actually, if I can figure out like squash and squish, we maybe do, but squash and squish, that's not how that... Okay, whatever. We'll leave it for now. Hair. 1, 2, 3, 4. Scale. Oh, right, I hadn't decided. Right, we were just going to do, I think... Yeah, show of hands in the chat. Who has a stable musculoskeletal system? What if you did? What if I became extremely ossified? What if? I mean, wait and see. We're doing some fucked up things with the leg here. Okay, hair strand back 2. I think I wanted the back 1 to be the one that everything kind of goes off of. So let's do inherit head and then inherit back 1, scale filter, allow individual, close, allow individual, close, motion inherit, why am I opening a bunch of shit I don't need? I have a system. I will not specify what kind. Linux, right? Also so true. God, I have a functional brain today. I'm not lying. Okay, I said middle, everything goes to back one. So individual, great. And then this one, I think this one goes to middle instead. A bit more dynamic motion. And then I already got the scale filter. Okay, hair is good. Go to head and neck. We were not designed intelligently. This is true. Many in this chat are agreeing with you. What if you rewatch Jurassic Park? I feel like this is a Angels will ask, is anyone gonna let me rewatch Jurassic Park and then not wait for an answer? I feel like that's the case here. I would say correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not, so. Okay, what the fuck am I doing? Scale filter, motion inherit, allow individual, close. Close. Wouldn't have been faster to do this while you were setting everything else up? For sure, for sure, for sure. However, oh wait, the mold I don't want to allow. Well, again, with the squish squash, squish squash. We'll leave that and figure that out later. My shadow scale filter, do not allow, we don't need it. I really could have just condensed that, as well as the nose and nose shadow, but that's okay. We don't need that, and we don't need motion on you. We don't need motion on you. Okay, that's easy. Everything is done there. See, this inherits from the neck. I will allow this, but I don't think I'll do a whole hell of a lot with it. We'll see. Alright, and then we get the helmet. There's so much happening today. Again. Can I scroll in chat? The answer is fucking no. There's undoubtedly an audiobook. The cable management is also bad. Hy-Vee. And hello, Farron. And I'm catching up because something about the art and co-working streams really brings out the topics of all time. Okay. Anyway, if you look at him, he's beautiful. I'm trying to remember what Michael Crichton book I read. What do you mean, which one? Just the one that existed in, I was going to say my father's library. I don't mean that. I mean, he had a bunch of books that he never fucking read, that I would just pluck. Close. Do I want, yeah, I do want a little bit of potential movement, so I will enable that. Large hinge doesn't actually need to move. And in fact, I prefer it not to, so we're not going to let it do anything. We are going to let this move. Hold down point. And we will let this rotate. Whoa, okay. Scale. Close. Scale. And this is a base layer, so it doesn't need anything. Enabled. There, yeah, V, can I show everybody what underlayer looks like? Yeah, human eyes are very, strange. Sorry, do I want to taste something bad on stream? What the fuck did you make? What happened? What did you do? Hold on, what the fuck happened here? In the meantime, let me Here. What did you do? Is this the Thin Mint one? Okay, I'm being offered Thin Mint cold brew that V bought because it was in our grocery box order and they thought it sounded good and they went, I got you a Thin Mint one, and we were both went, yay, Thin Mint. So whatever happens to me right now is their fault. Chat. It's we have some toothpaste. Yeah. I'm not the thing is that it's like it's very upsetting in a way that I want to continue to put in my mouth because I want it to improve. Like, it's good when it goes into your mouth, like it's fine, and then it worsens. No, it's yeah, the octave change tells you that it's serious. Figaro, no. Don't sniff it, little German boy. Taste the drink that critics are called challenging. It hydrates. So true. I mean, I'm gonna still drink the second one in the fridge, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna enjoy the process. Yeah. Well, thank you for entertaining everyone. You walked in on V bringing me some not so good coffee. Welcome, Fiend. Yeah, you walked in on Thin Mint cold brew that just ain't very good. It's interesting because the cold brew company, I think we've had like, it's Chameleon. I think we've had their coffee before and it's been like fine. But that ain't it. Anyway, this is the underlayer, is what I was trying to show off through that experience there. Yeah, putting nasty stuff in mouths. We're really good at that here. Good times, good time. Anyway, underlayer is literally just a blob. 2 blobs, actually. And you can tell, hold on, I'm gonna, 1 second. And on this one, you can tell that they used the Procreate fill tool. It does look like a cute little elephant. Oh, I see it. Yeah, its trunk and its little ears. Oh, that's so cute. Anyway. We were at, I think, 0.6. Yeah. Then we'll just scoot it. Good. Oh, there we go. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're so chill. I think it was like 230 or some shit. Yeah, that'll do. Anyway. Turn all this back on here. Where was I? Underlayer I just done. I was on these. Excellent. Okay. Collar upper needs to link to chest piece top and then turn that on. I hope everyone enjoys the narration of all of these steps. I do want a little bit of drag in there. It looked really nice when I was fucking around. Chest piece top. This is its own piece, so it does not need to inherit from anything. The delicious crunch of the fill tool with the fun brush. True. I mean, to be fair, I think that the voice and narration are part of the appeal for a lot of people, so thank you. Enjoy your experiments later. Yes, correct. So V drew this and I am rigging it for them for their streams. Gay rats. I should really put on the twang for that, Redeem. I do occasionally, but it's mostly unintentional. Scale filter. I'll figure out the squish on that later. I wonder if I had this set to partly inherit from the underlayer so it wasn't all moving individually. I think that's smart. I see the graph. What the fuck all inherits from this? Oh, it doesn't show you that way. Interesting. Okay. Anyway. Just be stop, allow individual. Skill filter. Okay. What is Twitch mobile? Oh. Oh god. Aaron, you are the clip king. Genuinely. The belts. I kind of want to move with the underlayer alone. Maybe like a little bit of drag would be acceptable, so I don't need to do that with the mode. And then this also would put a drag, so that doesn't need to do anything. Oh, it hates you. I kind of want to watch that clip. I'll do it whenever we hit ads next. Scale filter, the mold cape, we do want to be able to do. Rotation on, so on, and okay. Scale filter, I actually want it to only link to the phone, so that's fine. Motion is okay. What is this actually? I feel like I linked this to something at some point. Was it soon enough that I can go in and edit it to include it? Oh yeah, Farron clipped the okay, I'll see if I can do it. But you know, do whatever your heart desires. Yeah, Farron clipped the bad coffee tasting, which was delightful. Hell yeah. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. This. God, I'm trying to remember if it. I guess we'll just leave it and see if it looks fucking strange. Guess we can do that and see. Oh, strange also. Okay, great. And Figaro, what the fuck are you doing? Figaro, what the fuck are you doing? Oh, he's kicking his kicker. Never mind, he's allowed to do that. Okay. I'm going to... Oh, wait, I did want like a little bit of a pivot there, so I will... Okay. He does not get to do what he wants. He is a little evil bastard man, and I am the evil dad who stops him from doing whatever he wants. Does not love this, but that's okay. He doesn't need to. All right, let's see here. I know. He's a baby, but he's an evil baby. Alrighty. Great. Where do I want to start? I think probably on the very first layer here. First, let's fucking save our work like a smart person. Okay, all of that is fine. The idle motion is what we want to do here. Okay, yeah, so that I do need to link to the underlayer. So let me go do that before I completely forget. There we go. Everything needs to move together on a baseline. Then one is about like that. So we want interval. I felt like 5 seconds was a pretty happy spot there. Or does that actually move in function? Do like 10 for starters. Yes, the the breathing animation is very funny. Hold on, I need to go close my door because Figaro left me cruelly. Chances are he'll be back in like 5 seconds. But I believe Jesse is working from the sofa today, which means that I'm loud and annoying. Okay, so we've got that. Cool. That is a good, slow initial motion. Continue while talking. Perfect. Okay, so we've got that. That should be fine, honestly. What do I want to do now? Oh, right. What I did was I linked the arm to the body and then I just had the armor move over it. But it was... Yeah, okay, cool, cool. Now I remember. Sofa Boy, yeah, he had a morning at work, and Figaro will usually sit on him if he works on the sofa. Or just sits on the sofa, period. So hopefully Figaro will go comfort his fucking father. Do his job. Okay. Let's do... Okay. So I need to make this armor kind of have a delay based on that. I want the hip pieces to do the same thing. The arm gets rigged on 1, 2, 3 layers individually. I taught myself. I figured it out. I watched a couple of PNGTuber Plus tutorials, but mostly it was to indicate to me what each of the things meant. So, like, I showed off a couple of... Oh, I'm still unhappy. I can be happy again. I can be neutral. I can be satisfied. Here, I'll drag me over to the screen really fast. And it'll also pop up in the corner, but for clarity's sake. So for example, like PNGTuber Plus has similar things where it'll tell you like the drag, squash, more drag, motion, rotational limits and things like that. So mostly I watched tutorials to make sure I understood what the parameters were there. And then it kind of translates into any other program. But it turns out that I understand motion properties. Wow. I think I've discussed this before, at least briefly. I have a very visual brain, so as long as I understand what they coordinate to, which I can kind of just figure out by wiggling the tools around, I'm good. I'm set. Relatedly, I did like a live 2D mini tutorial several months ago, sometime last year, and I was like, wow, this immediately makes sense to me, which I realized was kind of an insane thing to say after the fact. Yeah, fucking around and finding out is the best way to learn for me. Like, I have kind of a... That's why when I was doing the tests last week, basically what we were doing was just getting in there, sight unseen, doing fucking whatever. And it did work. It did work on how to learn things. Okay, the pencil I want to remain still for right now. Let's work on the armor first. Let's do the armor first. So, oh god, I can close that. So because the chest piece is kind of the anchor point for all of this, so literally everything inherits to this piece. In terms of the armor, we want to do the motion on that first so that we know how it affects the rest of the pieces. So what I want to do is delay it from the parent layer. So we're going to crank this all the way up first and see what it looks like. It does something very similar to what I want. So kind of what I want is for it to look like the armor is moving up and down the way that a looser piece of clothing or, you know, looser armor set does. Which this is good. It just takes a bit longer to do what I want it to. So I would almost rather have it on an idle motion like rotation cycle instead. Let's see. Time before this layer does this. Because I want it, I like very granular control. If I was a future member, I'd be breathing like I was having a panic attack as default. Good. Very good. What if it I take that and move all the way up? If I take that and move it all the way up and move that down. Okay, that looks like it's static then, as opposed to moving kind of out of sync. Set this to 20. Turn that all the way down. Okay. That does a little bit more of what I want, actually. I do like this and this. Still kind of slow. Put it to like 0.95. So odd that it is so dramatic between those 2 points. I set this to like 50. Let's watch it for a second. Actually, that does about exactly what I want. Okay, as long as that doesn't fuck with any of the animation on the other portions, then I think we'll go with that. I think that works out okay. Do I need any idle motion on it? I think... could set this to like 2. No, I think that having it just based off of the parent layer is good for right now. Okay, cool. Does this do anything? No fucking idea. I think that we're going to want to play with that for the arm pieces, but for now, this is pretty good and gives me almost a clunky armor effect. So what I'm going to do is move on to the piece at bottom. Man, I'm so sleepy. Good thing I unloaded my 200 plus jazz playlist into the suggestions. God damn it, man. Also, hi. Yeah, we just got the like Pokemon YouTube playlist thing going on because I forgot to set up a playlist beforehand. Okay, so let's see, what can I do here? What is this doing? Yes. Okay, actually, that probably does what I wanted to on that. Just make it look a little bit detached and segmented. You like jazz? Oh no, is Twitch being a jerk? Is something occurring? Yeah. Just do anything. Because that makes it move a lot faster. So I can just kind of do that. Oh no! Your internet. I mean that so seriously. That is annoying. Glum's fault. Ah, okay. Well, that is none of my business then, eh? Okay, let's see if I can figure this out. I just switch it to linear. I just want to know how this fucking works. As I do not see a damn difference. Yeah, I'm wondering if if there's another parameter that I need to enable in order to get it to adjust much. But really, as long as I can get the drag on the arm pieces right, I'll be content for a test, basically. Oh, the upper I wanted to kind of bump around as well. Set the delay on the bottom to 50, right? Yes, cool. Oh, that ends up making it look like it's... I just needed to drag on it instead? No, because that gets layered on top. Oh, okay. Here's what I'm going to do instead. Chest piece bottom goes there, chest piece. Collar upper links to collar lower instead. And this links to chest piece top instead. Can go on the lower, and maybe that'll... Does that do what I want it to? Yes. Okay. Let's do like 30 there, and then 30 here. Does that kind of do the clunky armor? It has stopped doing the clunky armor thing that I want, I think, because I set them to the same value. I set it higher. What about this? Is that anything? Is that doing fucking anything? Okay, it goes on top. Is the problem. So it's good. If I set that to 0 and just watch the top piece. Maybe the size one. Maybe. But that one is like a constant breathing idle. And I, for obvious reasons, don't really want to do that. had this doing something when I was fucking around with it, but now I don't remember what it was. Maybe I should ignore the drag on the bottom, or on the top one, and just do the bottom and see if that does anything useful here. This is linked to the right one, right? Yes. Let me do this on it. Okay. I can see the motion for sure. Just very small. So maybe if I... It's the upper, this is the lower. Maybe if I leave that like that and then make this a little bit more dramatic. I don't know that I like that line kind of cutting in there, but I think that might actually be the, let's see here. Okay, so that is not impacted at all. Go back down to 30 on this then, and maybe 15. I'm just going to leave this and come back to it. Yeah, I'm sure I can get it to work. I will leave it there because nothing else links to the collar pieces anyway, so it's fine. It finally played the clip! Wow. Technology functioned, not clickbait. Right, so we get all that marking. What we want to try to do is figure out how to make this do a little squishy squish. The thing. Okay, so that's what that does. Makes it move a little bit faster. I put this at like 95 and then linear. I'm going to zoom in and see what Angel was talking about with barely being able to see it. Turn that off. What do I have to do to you in order to make you squishy? Really what I wonder here. It's the same motion no matter which thing I pick. Great, cool. Let me reset the position on that. The little settle in bounces is very funny. Function is a strong word. Remind me what I said? I would like to get you working in some capacity. We'll see how well that actually... Okay, so if I do that, that erases part of it. Well, that's fine. Okay, we'll leave that there for now. Yeah. Yeah. Technology choosing to allow you to utilize it, not clickbait, perhaps. Do like a little... Yeah, that adds just a little to it, which I enjoy. Right, the hit piece, we definitely want to have a good amount of drag to it. To clip now. Oh, I see. Okay. Then what about like this? Are we ads? Oh, I said I would watch the clip. All right, hold on. Pausing the thing. I'm opening twitch.tv. I'm going to my channel. Oh god, okay, don't listen to fucking stream, asshole. I like how it gives me the knock option. I'm like, hello, it's me. Where are we? Show all clips. Pop. Where do we? Yes, this is easier than just scrolling up. And make cold brew live. Okay. So and we both went, yay, Thin Mint. So whatever happens to me right now is their fault. Chat. It's we have some toothpaste. Yeah. I'm not the thing is that it's like it's very upsetting in a way that I want to continue to put in my mouth because I want it to improve. Like, it's good when it goes into your mouth, like it's fine, and then it worsens. No, it's Yeah, no, I stand by that. I completely stand by that. Man, what a completely odd concoction. All right, I was working on hips. How much longer do we got? Oh, 3 seconds. Cool. Excellent timing on my part then. Okay. What we kind of wanted here. 10 out of 10, yeah. Okay, what if I do like that? No delay. Like mostly going to be covered by the... I just don't want it to move kind of in time with the arms. Yes, welcome back from ads. I watched the cold brew clip now. I guess I should probably put it in time with the chest, huh? Let's try that then. How's that? I guess how does that look with the cape back up? Yeah, we could do it with like a little bit more of a drag, maybe. it to, I guess, invert from the top rather than like kind of come together in the middle rather than follow its motion perfectly. Let's see. I link it to chest pop and maybe like a half delay and or no, that just makes it move faster. High drag, medium delay. Turn the cape back off. Watch this for a second. We can just ignore the few pixels at the bottom because that'll be kind of tucked up anyway. Not quite perfect. Put us on. Let's put us back on the underlayer. Check what the settings are for pop piece. 50 nothing, 95, okay. Probably do like if I did this would be matching it. I'd be moving perfectly in tandem. Would match the speed approximately. Maybe. Let's come back to this because I have a secondary idea, but this is slightly less important. Okay. Now what we want to do is, will it rotate if I just hit the... No, it will not. Okay. So, idle motion, rotate, no. Do idle motion. There we go. Okay. We don't want that. And we don't want that. Hey, chat, this is what we don't want. This is what we do not want to happen. Okay. Great. Learning experience for everyone. I said that the 5 seconds was like a very happy. Yeah, I am sure, but thank you for checking. Okay, so I have that. I want to do like a 5-degree rotation, maybe. It's a little bit less. So to there. I think that swings in a tiny bit more. Let's do like a... That's what I already had it at. Let's do like a 2 and leave that. And then I wonder if I can do like a... I'll look in and see if there's a way to make the stretch more visible, or maybe if I'm doing something wrong. That's the X. So what if I... Interesting. Okay. This is not quite what I want. Alright. So we got that. That was a -2, so I can rather adjust that as needed. The bicep I want to remain steady. I think I decided I did not want that to move at all. Arm bones, however. Motion, idle, that, except I don't want you to do that at all. Thank you. Okay. What does 1 degree look like here? Yeah, that was about right. Okay, cool. So I want that on a circular and continue. And then the bottom, I linked to bicep. What I should do actually is link that to the top piece. Perfect. Okay. And that means I don't have to fuck with the motion on that at all. And then the hand. I could rotate a tiny bit if I felt like it, but I don't think I do. I think I'm okay with this. And then the arm mold, I need to figure out the squishy squish. So that's easy enough. What I want to see with this, though, is if I can... Oh, did I change that, actually? Forgetting crap. Oh. If I can do a -1 degree of rotation to keep it still, no. I think the cape is actually too much, but that might be a V. Limit. Does doing this do anything? No, that just makes it wiggle awkwardly. I like playing with the physics in it, just such as they are. I think that getting things to... I like subtlety, and I like making things do what I want them to do. So whenever I guess it's like more part of the process of getting everything finalized, which then drives the whole thing, you know? I wonder if I turn that off, if that still looks fine. Nope, that looks fucking weird. Does it look less weird if I link it to the underlay? Where it's still like, nope, that looks like you are jacking off the pencil. We don't want that, shockingly enough. We do not want you to jack off the pencil. I know, wild. I really like finicky work. Big fucking surprise, really. So the whole thing is just fun for me. Do fucking it. Not with the setting. Alright, I would like that to rotate less. I wonder, actually. Nah, okay. No, you're cooking. You're cooking. Because we could... Hold on. Hold that thought. This is very doable, actually. Because, that's the normal one. And then this could be... Yeah, I have an idea. I have a thought. Can I duplicate a folder? Yes. Duplicate. And that copies over all of my... Yeah, cool. Great. Pencil copy can be motion inherit this underlayer. I want to... Oh god, why are there two of them? No, stop that. Don't do that. Oh, I see. It's copying that. So let me... So copy. There we go. That's better. Okay. Hide that. Then... Was it that I wanted it linked to the underlayer or that I wanted it... No, I wanted it linked to the underlayer. Okay. And then... That's a copy. Then... Arm copy. Armbone bottom, link to armbone top copy. And you might be thinking, this is a lot of effort for a fucking shitpost. And the answer is, yeah. Sure is, motherfucker. Okay, the hand doesn't move. I could a little. More importantly, the, this guy needs to move a little more. Do like 3. And then like a 2-degree rotation. 1 second. So, what we do with this is then we pull up the states again. And what we do here is we hide arm, we show arm copy. We hide pencil, we show pencil copy. So, do F11. Okay. And then this one is the toggle and trigger. Okay. So, we've got this as our base state. No, yeah, V would use this constantly for fucking PvP. He's like 100% of the time. They love V is a very interesting player in my humble opinion. Okay. Actually, I'm going to, because it's being fucking weird, I'm just gonna set it to this is equals, and then can I do plus? Yes. Oh, you can do combos. Ooh, amazing. Beautiful. Okay. So anyway, here's our normal state. Here's our normal state. There you go. There's your pencil jack off toggle. I hope this helps. I hope this helps. Okay, anyway, I guess I'm leaving those in now. Okay, we were moving on to the armor, you know, important things and whatnot. I am going to see if I can make the pencil a little bit more static without sacrificing the overall motion, but we'll see how that goes. Anyway, let's focus on this. So I have, so the top is the one that inherits, or that everything inherits from. So what we want to do here is figure out a happy medium for the drag and everything. Do we want it on a delay or do we want it on drag? Kelly fucking difference between these things. We want maybe like a oh. Yeah. Maybe. So you'd be shocked the number of times that 69 is the correct like number in the design things that I do in terms of whether it's opacity or saturation or what have you. It's genuinely shocking how many times I'm like, what if I just set it to 69 and it fucking looks good? 50, 40. And actually, do 69 again. Okay. That actually looks better than the first time I did it, which kind of fucking rules. Okay, I'm still going to set that to 50 because I like what it does. Did this end up outside of the... Oh, wait, no, I didn't create a folder for that. That's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. What if I copy those values? Okay, so those all move in tandem. God, that kind of fucks. I'm going to bump all of these down a tiny bit because it's a smaller piece. It's already inheriting a lot of motion. Chat, this kind of, look at this section, this arm bit kind of slaps. I'm very pleased with that. All right, and then the mold. So I need to go poking around to see if I can find things and stuff. I need to go poking around to see if I can find how to make the stretch and things work. I skipped the entire helmet. I skipped a helmet because I forgot about a entire folder. Never mind. Hold on. I'm not doing that yet. I forgot the helmet. That's the problem. And the shirt. I forgot a lot of things, actually. Including the... Why am I... Oh, right. Because I skipped back to the pencil to fuck around with it after the arm, and then I forgot the rest. God damn it. Okay. Head and neck first. Head and neck first. So I did a cute little thing that I'm not 100% certain I want to do still. But I did like a tiny, tiny neck rotation when I was fucking around, and I thought it was quite cute. Not that. At 1.5. Let's go back to 1. I think for that I need to make the cape move less. It did look like a FromSoft boss. There is that. And again, we could make a toggle. I like the way that states are set up here so that you can make it like stupid granular. I like it. It's fun for me. Oh, right. Set to 5 because that was the overall setting. Okay. So we got that. That away. Head, I think I was happy with this being part of the neck motion and not moving anything, but let's test that for certain. God, actually, it's such a subtle motion that I kind of like it. None of this needs to move, though I do want to test the mouth once we've got everything else kind of figured out. Shirt collar neck was, I think it was like this. Moved it up a little bit. Yeah, let's actually turn down the delay a little bit. Up a little bit. Alternately, I could just change the speed, I guess. Or just change the speed. Ooh, that looks bad. What about this? Ooh, okay, cool. I had the right idea here then. Right, so we'll do that. Posture check, I guess. I suppose I could do that. I hope this helps. Okay. I will sit back in my chair and I will move my microphone closer. Ow. All right, fine. I do it to you, so I remember to do it for myself. I mean, honestly, reasonable series of events here. Okay. What are we doing next? This is, cascading posture check. Yeah. Okay, let me actually see that. Okay. Such a tiny motion. I want to make that actually a little bit more obvious now. Maybe the 50 was it. That seems like too much. What about that? Okay, we're gonna put it on that and we're gonna leave it. And this I'm actually going to do that. I wonder if it should be that instead. Mix of both, perhaps? A little bit less of both. Oh, good. Well, I think that you should be allowed to, if that helps. Okay, We're going to stop touching the shirt now, and we're going to go on to the helmet, which is really exciting. Because this has the highest number of fuck-withable parts. I left the main part alone. I actually don't want it to really move at all, I think, because I want the rest to move. This one deliberately doesn't move, so we're gonna minimize that. And then these two move together, so I should do the small hinge first. First, we're gonna do the ear. It is morally correct, yes. So we got idle, do idle motion, 0, 0, and then we've got, I want to say I did it negative. Yeah, that was cute. Okay, about 1.5. Don't forget the timer. This one should be a little bit faster. Or the 4-second one seemed too fast. This is good. Actually, maybe because I've moved the degree up, this would be okay at 4. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's cute. Okay, we'll leave that there. And then we'll do small hinge first, which is literally just a rotation effect. There will be nothing else happening here. Oh, I need to do those. Let me go back and make sure those are done, because they were not. No, they're not. They're not. And then same thing with these. Idle. Okay, that doesn't have an idle, so it's fine. This, did we have anything? No. Okay, anything I don't have individual motion on, I should click off so I don't get confused and go check the layers later. But I should also fucking minimize that first. There we go. Okay. So that's good. That's good. Cool. I do have it on that. And that is clicked off. Great. All right, we fixed it. Main, I already turned that off. Good. Large, I already turned that off. Good. Okay, we're back in business. So maybe I do. I want to see what it looks like with the shine kind of round. So what I really want here is, 1, for that to not clip awkwardly. 2, I think what I should be able to do, because I want the shine to visibly move, is I will let that happen and clip awkwardly for a second. And then I can do this, I think. Can see if negating it with like a -2 degree. Okay, so it still goes all the way forward. Ooh, then I wonder... Okay. I sure do wonder. Have ideas and thoughts and things. What if I do -7 there? And then instead I do... That's not what I wanted. Okay. I think I might just have to sacrifice the wiggles there, or otherwise anchor this instead to the helm or the large. Actually, that might be a good idea. If I just do that, kind of do that. And go probably about 2 degrees forward. And then the large hinge. Really don't want that to move is the thing. I want that to be very static. I wonder if I could just put that back on there and have it work. And maybe I do just... Vivid. A little bit.
It's a little bit much.
Fine. The way this impacts the rest of the physics is interesting. Let's see, does that look decent? Kind of the real question. I couldn't tell you otherwise because I never had the pleasure of playing Mystery Dungeon and I barely played X and Y, so... How are we feeling so far, chat? They're rotating at weird, I know they're set at the same cycle time, but I did negative on that, so maybe I should do... What was it? -3, and that one was the one? Kind of don't want to do that, but whatever. They are in the same timing, right? I'm not a dumbass, at least not for that reason. Okay, at least that's closer to what I want. Maybe because it's... Wait, let me just reload the animations. Ooh, that's very wiggly, huh? A very wiggly boy. Might be a bit too wiggly in some spots. Maybe I do remove the head wiggle. At least make it a lot less evident. Now they move kind of opposite of the way that I want, but that's good to know. Means that I could change this back to the negative, I think, and then do the other one positive. Probably.
Thanks.
Still do the opposite of what I fucking want. Yes! Because it hates me. Okay, I'm going to stop fussing over much. Yeah, me too. Hold on, let's do it again. Badoink, badoink, badoink. Okay, we're going to leave that alone. I think we might be swaying a little too much, but we can fix that. I would rather, as with pretty much every artistic endeavor, I find it much better to overdo and then pare down. Change that so it's not as dramatic. Really want to make that pencil stop moving so much, but we'll get there. Okay, mold cape underarm, we did that. Mold cape back. What we also need to do here.
1 degree.
What? No, that's not the individual motion. That's a talking thing. Transform. There we go. Okay. Close the thing that's going to fucking confuse me like a dummy. Turn this to 5. Do this as 1 degree. It'll sway slightly out of time, and hopefully that saves on reload and they don't just move at the same rate. Yes! Okay, fantastic. Hell yeah, they wiggle. Okay. What was the next thing I needed to do? We get everything now? I got the helmet, I got the head and neck. Hair, that's what I need to do. Alright, so everything kind of links to this first and then this secondarily, so let's do this one. I think if I do that, that is a vertical delay, not a... Oh, but it's kind of cute. Kind of cute, ain't it? Does give us a little bit of life there, huh? Okay, cute. Do idle. I have to go through again and make sure that I clicked all of the right things for the circular motion and continue whilst talking. Do all that's on my fucking mind. I will do that really fast. Yes, okay. Head is good. Neck is good. Honestly, that one could probably be a linear instead. The rest of them are not. Anyway. Continual talking is the really important part. Just double checking these, even though I think I did them all already. And then ear. Yes. Okay, great. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it when I do something that I was supposed to do. The back, I'm not certain about, though. There we go. Linear motion on that is instead what I want. It looks better for what I'm doing. Okay, yeah, and if I set one to circular and one to linear, that's what makes it do the little wiggle. Excellent. Okay. All right, so let's do like 2 degrees of rotation. On 5.5 second. Yeah, let's do 5. Okay, that's a good start. Let's just... Yeah. Okay. Back 1 is good. Do back 2 next. And that was... Let's do a little bit of this first. Do that and just see what it does to it. Undo that, undo that. Okay, so that is an entirely... One might be something. We can do that. There's a stretch to be had here. Actually, I will hold off on that until I actually look up this shit. Smart person, because that is what we're doing once we get the hair done. And then we could have a -4, put this on a 5 second.
-3, maybe?
Maybe I want it in the same direction. Oh, maybe I don't. Oh, that one looks will probably depend a little more heavily on how the rest of it comes together. Maybe I should do -2, change the other one to a more severe rotation. Overwrite load. Oh god, that's too fucking much. Okay, never mind. Okay, let's work on the front pieces then. Let's do middle now. And do idle motion, 0, 0. Kind of want to see what happens if I just do that. Maybe I should do that on the back. Maybe that'll look interesting. I think that might be my best option to like do a little bit of that. Timing. And then -2. We're just going to work with some 2s here. -0.5. Now, okay, I think that's probably the best way to get the squash that I want. So, maybe I'll do this, and maybe I will. Should I leave that like that? Can I do any kind of cool delay? A little bit. That's a little bit too much motion. When I mostly want the like front little strand to be the one that ends up moving the most. How did that get changed back to? Who did that? Did I just not hit the enter key correctly? That's probably true. Alright, I need to fix that back piece. It's not doing crap that I want it to. I'm wondering if instead I should... Oh, I already did that. Well, Okay, looking at no distance limit, looking at like a 5 distance limit. I see approximately no difference. Okay, cool. Awesome. The circular will help. Just what if I had you not move at all and just had you do a little delay? Can't even see that. Why did I do that? Let's start with that and I'll ask them what the hell they want me to do. Are you doing literally anything? No. You have no individual motion at the moment. You should. No, we'll leave you as is. if I can just pull this in. Can make you springy. Okay. Let's do like a little bit. Okay. Constrain, circular, continue. 4.5, so it's slightly different than the rest. And then negative 0.05. And then negative 1.5 maybe. Maybe I'll take that off. Let's see, what is the motion look? See it going in a circle. Oh, I think it's about the same. Okay. Probably because I allowed individual thing. Anyway, works for me. And then let me take that off and then put it back on. The pencil wiggle is really making me annoyed. So I want it to still be attached to the hand, but I want it to not be tilting so much. I'm kind of trying to think of how to resolve that. The answer is fucking around and finding out. So arm bone top, if we attach to arm bone bicep instead. How weird is the motion on that if I take the mold off? Because that then tilts the arm, but it looks weird because the hand is pretty static. Okay. Switch that back there. Let's just take a look at them. What do I not like? Either remove the head or the neck motion. Has he been apprehended? Are you evil or are you good? Are you evil? Hey, hi evil co-evil. You know what he is? He's bees. He's a bees boy. I bet. Leave that one and take off that. Hold so far. Trying to make it so that the pencil is not so wiggly, but that's my only issue with it currently. Thoughts, prayers. Okay, thanks. That is fair. You did do that. You did hand me a bunch of pieces and say make it move. And it do move. I'm trying to make the hair look a little bit more lively. But I also think that I'm over. Yeah. No, it's got the 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces already. Cool. What do you think of the shoulder? Echo, wiggle, wiggle. No. Have you considered putting him down? Yes. You want to come over here? Come here. Come here. Stop killing Uncle.
Yeah, come sit down. Everybody love you.
I mean, you could also, like...
Lay down. No, you want to leave because you are evil and you hate me?
Okay, well, I'm gonna try to figure out the pencil wiggles. If you got any other notes, let me know. Cool. Cruelero indeed.
No, we can't.
His job is being really annoying. Oh. Very cool. Then we'll move on to some, ooh. My sternum crack. That was pleasant. Okay, cool. We'll move on and see if I can get any of the little squishies to work then. Let's work on the neck mold. That sounds fun. Yeah, sometimes the cartilage between my ribs and sternum will just go. I'm like, wow, delicious. I am an icky yucky boy. You're so right. Okay, let's zoom in a little. No more than I'm distracting myself. Let's be real. Okay, so let's do like 0.3. Oh god, that's a lot of hit. Yeah. Okay. That is diagonal motion. Do that.
He loves you. And he loves being annoying.
Exposes it. Icky yucky boy. Big words from Mold Knight. That's Farron. You thought the noise was Figaro? Oh no, no, that was my body. God, maybe. Good. Not good from there. Do not look at the keyboard like that. Yeah, I do feel you.
Hi, you want to come sit down like a normal baby and not be the fucking annoying little kid? Oh, no, you don't. You love being the most annoying creature on the planet. Did you do?
Love a good sternum crack. Quotes to live
So
by.
true.
It was Lily, so. Makes sense. I want this to do what I want to, but it doesn't want to. Hmm. Maybe we leave the neck. See what I can do with the on the. Don't have to do.
Yes, Piggy, is he being... Oh, he's looking out the window.
There's a truck. Don't they know that's illegal? To not invite him to harass them? Just want to. Okay. Base arm. Oh, let me try it on the fucking cape pieces. So, but it could be for him, and it could be delicious. But he wants it is the thing, so. Wait, oh. Is the tiniest change. Fucking Ooh, yeah. Hold on, I'll zoom out for you. Well, he loves to. Anyway. Trying to do little stretchy bits on the mold. Not make it too overly dramatic, but yeah, that's kind of cute. Yes, we should legally reference Slime Man. Thank you. Yeah, I think I'm overthinking the hair. I'll probably come back to this for like a round 2 for touch-ups, but I think of what we've got so far, this is pretty damn solid. Rain. Oh, two kind of dealio. 4. Let's do a much more subtle. So if we kind of, oh, actually, I could simulate this by just like cutting us off. Yeah, perfect.
I don't want to be good. I want to be an asshole. I want to be an asshole. I love to be an asshole.
Okay. Poison the ecosystem. Not for today specifically. I'm gonna poison the ecosystem. The burger place sent me. Goddamn. Yeah, okay, I mean, we're fucking... The last leftovers we got are the stuff that we made last night, so maybe. I don't know that I've seen that, Baron. I'm interested. Yeah, no, the burger place near us sends us 15% off coupons, sometimes 50% off. Can you imagine?
All of it find out.
God. Anyway. Goodbye. Please do. I do want to know more about this. Oh god, I put my headphone back in and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Okay. So we got that squishy. I really want to do this shoulder mold, actually. Lily asked what my favorite part is. It's this. It's the finishing touches. It's the little physics things that make me go, ooh, go, 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 go. Okay. Circular, continuous talking. And then zoom in a little bit here. Oh, yeah, no, that would be a little bit of a challenge to really get something that's fucking bad. When you're just too sexy and your meat is too huge. Oh, I didn't set the time on those, did I? Well, that's okay. I could actually probably do like a 6 here. And -2 here, maybe? Ooh, maybe I want to do more of a... That's too dramatic. -4? Yeah, because I think squishing back is really fun. Okay. I want to do a 0.05, maybe? That's too much squish. Oops. 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 Maybe negative. Okay, let's zoom back out. Ooh, yeah, the squidgy mold is good. Ew. Okay, I might actually make that a lot smaller because I want more of this kind of deal instead. Ooh, look at the squishy shoulder mold. Yes, 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 yes. I'm not autistic. Yes, I would love to see the criteria and understand the issue here. Welcome back from ads as of 2 minutes ago. I'm so on the ball. And look at my fucking squishy shoulder mold. I think I might change the timing on that to like go back to the 5 seconds for everything else. Oh. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. Okay, I'm gonna make this. Oh, fucking yeah. It's not quite nasty, but it's in there, you know? It's good. Oh my god, wait, I didn't... Hold on. Sorry, I was messaging me in the Discord to ask them if they saw the jack-off toggle. Oh, if you find it yucky, then it's probably normal people yucky. Well, not. You're not normal, Angel. I'm sorry. But we have very different concepts of yuck, I feel, in terms of what is too far. So whenever I ping you as yucky, I've done it. Yeah, you have a lower yuck tolerance, which I respect. Okay, let's zoom in again here. Chest mold. What all does this layer cover? Okay, cool. That's what's visible. Yeah, it could definitely be yuckier, but it would need something else to be yuckier. This is appropriately which I'm into. Shocker. I keep hitting the wrong fucking button. Not helpful. 0.03 maybe? And then... let's try... Load. Let's zoom out again. I lied, actually. Actually. Thank you. I do try. Oh, actually, it looks like the motion is inheriting a little bit from the shoulder. Ooh. That kind of fucks hard. What if I turn that off? Where does it sit? Okay, so perfect. All right, overwrite. What else did I want to make squishy? The arm mold and the pencil mold. Okay. Which also means that I will have to redo the jack off toggle. It's okay. It does read different. You're right. You're right. My body does not stretch and squash the way that normal people do, as we have established many a time. I really did. Oh, so the compression gloves are good. I learned that the main motion that I have trouble with is scrolling because I have a trackball mouse, so the scroll wheel is a little bit awkward. But I've gotten used to the way that my hand needs to move and also just being gentle with it. Everything else in terms of mouse movement, because I don't have to actually move the mouse, I just have to scroll around with the ball. I just have to fondle a ball. It's good. It works great. I'm having a lovely time with it. So the gloves are good. I enjoy the grippies. Jesse touched my hands multiple times yesterday and went, "Why the fuck are they warm?" And I went, "Compression gloves, baby." And he went, "My hands are so cold." And I was like, "Well, if you wore the compression gloves that you got for when your hand bones were kind of out of place awkwardly because they hurted, then perhaps you too could have warmer hands." And he went, "Now, why would I do that?" And I said, well, they're on the sofa, aren't they? That you could just bring them to your office and wear them. And he said, well, one is on the sofa. And I naturally said, so where's the other one? And he naturally said, I will link them in the Discord. They're from BB Pins, so they are from Canada. But you've undoubtedly seen the shop before. They also have, you know, cutesy ones that fit your typical aesthetic. Anyway, this is the pencil mold. Okay, so we want not too much vertical. Maybe we try, because these are already pretty wide, maybe we try thin and long, or that. God, that did like nothing, huh? Okay, there we go. Okay. And then I can try that. Okay, we definitely don't want it as dramatic as that. Okay. I think 0.1 gets us where we want to be approximately. Don't want too much motion on the pencil, I think, but also we could try to see how far that goes. Okay, let's try 0.8. That'll do. We don't know. He doesn't know where the second glove is the problem, which means I should check the sofa and also his office. Not because I'm pulling a parent, if I go in there and find it, you're in big trouble. Which I said to Jesse the other day to reassure him that I was just offering a second pair of eyes to look for something, and we both had such a visceral reaction to it. Figaro could have taken it.
Are you licking your tummy?
Yeah, no, for sure. Just... I'm offering a second pair of eyeballs. I'm not criticizing you. Promise. Okay, so we got the mold down. Oh, actually, let me just copy this. So negative 0.08 and 0.01. We put it on the toggle, the very professional normal toggle. Right, continue. 5. 8. Good deal. What do you mean? That is so normal. That is so definitely normal and not a sign of anything. Here we go. Okay. And the arm mold. Let's see. Because it's on a diagonal, this is going to be a little interesting. So let me actually see what that looks like. If I set this to 0. Oh, that's kind of fucking cool, though. If I do like that, and then I have it... So what does this look like if I do that, then? Okay. I don't want it to be that spread out. I don't even want it to be that spread out. Do I want it to be in the negatives? Ooh, yeah. Okay, I think this actually might be a little bit too much, but let's see here. Angel, can you give me an ick rating on the arm mold? Oh yeah, the ghost story is good. That's such an excellently concise way to put that relationship. What an excellent potential misunderstanding there. I do that. What about now? What's your ick rating now? Once you're no longer locked in the same space. Add. True. Real. I feel like I should do something extra on this chest mold to make it look more squidgy, but we'll see. Though the mold moving makes the pencil rotation look a little less irritating to me. It's cool. Fairly yucky. Excellent. I think that's about as much motion as I would want on it because there are a lot of pieces that have just idle motion. But on the other hand... All right, let's reload this. Okay, do I have any other mold pieces that I need to adjust? The neck mold was giving me trouble because... well... because the cutoff is so severe already. Yeah. That one might just stay where it is. Oh, the squishiness of this mold, because Angel said that this one was appropriately yucky on the shoulder, so I was asking for his opinion on the arm mold. And I think the way that it rotates on the bone and the hand is doing good. I mean, it doesn't, I'm going to be honest, it doesn't take a lot to make your sister believe in something completely ridiculous, shall we say. Shall we say. Just a thought. Thank you. I also quite like how it's coming along. Yeah, it was more of perhaps, oh my god, our house is haunted. It doesn't take her much to just like push her over the edge of, I'm not going to say belief in ghosts is irrationality, but other things 100%. Yeah, this is, it's indicative of her overall behavior, which I find very interesting. We don't gotta talk about that. That's none of my business, technically. I really want to make this neck mold thing work. We're gonna try. We're going to give it a shot. And maybe the answer is like the tiniest little bit of motion. God, if I could find where my layers are and remember I put them, that'd be super. Do idle motion. Continuous talking. That's not what I wanted at all, but thank you. 0.0. If I change it to light. And then kind of up it on the exhale. It does show that a little bit, but I could... Actually, I wonder. Wait, I could just make it a tiny bit bigger. Oh my god, I forgot I could resize in this program. I forgot I could do that. And I can just move it down like a couple of pixels maybe? Is that the wrong direction? right direction. Let's see. No, that looks weird. Redo that then. Oh, right, yes. No, she deserves to be studied in a lab. She does, fully. And I don't say that lightly. Like, this is not a funny haha exactly. This is, I don't understand entirely what's wrong with you. And I struggle to believe that many professionals would either. Hey, you know what? Let me... Nope. Pull this up. Just hold on to that. Maybe if I can kind of mask it. Where do we want to... I'm going to cut off a little bit, like right at the bottom there. Cool. Let's see. Does that... No, it does peek out noticeably. Okay. Well, I'm going to turn that off for now. We can figure it out another time. Load. Okay. Yeah, when you stop understanding entirely what the fuck is going on, that sure is something. All right. Look at our beautiful boy. Look at our beautiful boy. That's too close. Yeah. Let me just do that. That also. And move them over here a little bit.
Yeah. Yay! They're friends.
You can be a little bit bigger. Not that much bigger.
Yay! Rams.
Well, the party is almost assembled then. It's fun. Okay, we're just going to move this here so I don't lose it. Okay, overwrite again. Close menu. What I wanted to check was just to make sure that the mouth works, even though it reasonably should. I don't have anything stupid up on my desktop, do I? I guess I'll find out. Just me. I'm the only stupid thing on my window. Great. Okay. Yep, the mouth works fine. Da-da-da-da. We will have to set up the settings so that it functions well with their voice and the way they talk. We also speak in similarly fast cadences, and this looks completely fine. So.
They're wiggles! Yeah.
Okay, everybody. Jack off!
Yay!
I mean, to be fair, this could also be changed to like a toggle for waving the pencil around like an old man shaking a cane or a spear.
It's so cutesy. I think it's cute.
Yeah, if it's much more dramatic, the hand then kind of like disappears from the pencil, like you would end up with something very, very awkward. But I mean, I guess I could see how much I can. One, I have to fix the arm mold. Hold on. Individual motion is -3, +4. Okay. And then that was, I think, on a 5. Maybe? Yes, no? 4. Okay, hold on. Fuck. Okay, 4 seconds, yada yada, ba ba ba. Great. Okay, so I think that the motion came specifically from this. Yeah. So what I might want to do. Nah. Okay. Individual motion, idle. Yes, okay. 5 degrees. Let's turn this on really fast, actually. That off. Yeah, actually, I think that fixes it. What do we say? And we think a speed just makes it evident. Or does it need to be more dramatic in motion? Great. Wonderful. Then the jack off toggle is complete. And I shall demonstrate it once more. It's so fucking stupid. I mean this so delightedly. It's so fucking dumb. Good. Alright, cool. Let's see. We don't really have any toggle states because V was trying to make it as simple as possible, but it would be very easy to add them should we need them at any point. Yeah. I don't know, I guess we're done. I guess we're done? Are we done? I thought I was gonna take longer, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I know that I set up all of the layers and pivot points beforehand, but that took me like half an hour max. I thought I was going to take longer than that. Oh, chat, before we end, do you want to see the little edit that I made to mine? This is a trick, you don't get a choice. I fixed my hair, and also the blink works. I still gotta make the hair do a little bit of squishy squish. Just a touch. So I guess we can do that for like half an hour or so. Until I get tired. Cool. Because we don't want. Don't do that. We want this to be on like a longer timer than the rest, probably. We want probably like very little, if any, y-axis motion, and probably a bit less on the x. Yeah, it's not quite what I want, but it is like kind of close. But cleaning your house is also good. But yeah, I went on record that the dev is really just excellently helpful. And I really appreciate when people respond to like error notices or like, hey, how do I do this? And actually read the thing that you said that you did to begin with. And assume that you know what you're doing. Straight up, this is not a dig at anyone in particular. I appreciate it immensely. Okay, so we got the back doing the little wiggle thing. Maybe I should set this on the same timer as everything else. Okay, and then the glow works on top of that. Good. Okay, what were we doing here? I think I wanted to fix the wiggles on my arms, but I don't remember entirely. Oh, right. If you watch here, you can see the way that the folders toggle whenever the blink happens. I think it's fun and God, the ribs barely fucking move, huh? Now that I figured out how this works, I wonder if I should do it. What is this? I should do it just that it, let's see. Do like a 4-second thing. That, and then that, maybe? We turn that off. We set it to the brilliant 69 and see how that goes. Yeah. Let's see, turn all that off. Actually, yeah, that does help. I think I probably turn this up a little bit more here. Yeah, that still moves at the same timing though. So let's turn this up and maybe this down a little to compensate. Okay, yeah, I think that's good. Well, I have to let Figaro out again.
Hi.
Oh, okay. Owie. My leggies. All right, cool. So that's... I don't want to... If that does anything cute. Yes, I think I need to make the pendant move faster, unrelatedly. So we got 75, 50, 15, and then approximately nothing happening here. What if I did... Oh, because this is the... So I want it to be a little bit more of a... like a... I think 0.03 here, maybe? Okay, that's a little bit too much. Maybe that won't... Oh, because it's constrained. Dummy. Okay. Should probably make that as small as possible, but I do like it. Okay. 25, 50, 15. Great. Ribs glow doesn't have anything that it doesn't inherit from that. Good. Dirt doesn't really move. Belts, I think we did make move, right? Yeah, except I didn't want that to do anything there. What I'd actually do is just get rid of that and use the rest of these now that I understand kind of what the fuck they're doing here. So let's do 0.75 and see if that... Yeah, okay. That or inversed? I realize I repeated the numbers several times. Doesn't mean anything. 15. I was right. Okay, cool. Really doesn't change anything on the belts, does it? Not noticeably. Okay, the spring is probably more helpful because it's a larger object. What if I turn that off entirely? Maybe we'll just leave the belts as is, because they don't move on my current stuff. Check the necklace. We do here. We did, yeah. So I'm going to turn that off. To turn that off. Do it like this, maybe. See. Yeah, that looks nice and natural instead of totally static. I like that. Okay, now the pendant. Delay is like a... There we go. I think that might fix the occasional timing. Okay. What I should do is turn off the glow because this is the main one. How does that look? Okay, that'll do for now. And then I screwed with the hair earlier, so I think I'm happy with all that. All right, Figaro. Okay. Reload for animation. And let's do a side by side. Do a little comparison. Let's move him over a little. What do we think, chat? Pretty close? I think the up and down motion in the RahiTuber one is a little bit slower than what I have, or it's just on the opposite thing. Yeah, but we're as replications go, I would say is pretty fucking good. I would say we're pretty solid. Especially in terms of the things that I like to pay attention to, such as making sure that the transparency on any layers are not like super obvious when there's a break in the backfill. I do need to change the tuck you over here. Oh, I do like that this one is a little bit more sensitive. I do need to change the I like the fall, I think, audio filter. Oh, that's fun. Oh yeah, does it pick up with my keyboard currently? A little bit. And then does it still pick up whenever I'm... Oh yeah, okay, it has problems with my voice. Okay, then I would rather just pay attention to the keyboard than have to fuck with that. And that doesn't really matter that much to me. So let's see here. Mouth settings. I don't have anything set up for that, which is fine. Let's see, does smooth input do anything different? Not really. Well, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. So much smoothing. Let's do like maybe... I don't know. I don't know what the fuck that does. We'll find out eventually. Yeah. Okay. And the threshold on that is good. We'll turn on smoothing on each of these just for shits and giggles, I guess. I'll probably fuss a little bit more with this guy for final touches, because as stated, I like to do that. But I think he's good. Also, I kind of love the pivot points here being bright orange and looking like he's got bright orange pupils. Shit's kind of weird and is kind of fun. Oh, I might also separate the ears to do little wiggles with them because it would be cute. Let's see, was there anything else that I needed to do other than try to figure out the extra layers eventually? I think that's it. I think that is it. Maybe. Are there any other audio things over here? No, I don't think so. Cool. Okay. Well. Behold a man. Oh, I see something with the hair, actually. I'll do that now before I forget. Just putting the very back layer on a longer time. The motion. Do it like 7 seconds instead. Probably more like 6.5 actually. Maybe 6. Longer is not bad. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm happy with this. Behold a man. Alrighty. Well, chat, we've been here for almost 3 hours. And if I can end early because I'm done, I'm chill with that. I'm gonna open these again because it's cute. Also because I named it V_tuber. Yeah. Yeah, so we got this. We got this guy. I will once again go over it one more time. But especially for that damn pencil. But I'm overthinking it, I believe. I'm overthinking the pencil, I think. Let me try one more. Let me try one more thing. Let me try one more. Just one more. Do anything different if I do that? Don't think so. I already tried the bicep, and I'm gonna try it again because it's... Yeah. I guess if I think I already tried making the hand stick to the bicep as well. I just don't want it to look like they're jacking off the pencil. I do like that it picks up even when I'm mumbling. That's good. That is genuinely very good for me. All right, we'll leave it be and blah blah blah. I'll troubleshoot. Fine.